In the morning I raise my head, and I'm thinking of days gone by. And what I really want out of life is one more Kiss CD. Now this was Monster, released to us on October 9th, 2012. And it's got a really cool 3D cover that I'm afraid the camera just cannot do justice to. But yeah, that has a really great cover. But let's go back for 1 second. In the last episode, I was running a bit short of time, and I didn't cover the classic Kiss tracks that they re-recorded for that Walmart bonus disc on Sonic Boom. So I want to at least go over that real quick. Deuce, Detroit Rock City, Shout It Out Loud, Hotter Than Hell, Calling Dr. Love, Love Gun, I Was Made for Loving You, Heaven's on Fire, Lick It Up, I Love It Loud, Forever, Christine 16, Do You Love Me, Black Diamond with those Eric Singer vocals on there, and Rock and Roll All Night. And those were all completely new recordings of old Kiss classics. Really, really great. Definitely worth hearing. If you're a big fan of the band, that's definitely something that would be worth your time to check out. So, looking at the disc here, Kiss Monster, pretty cool. And let me get the dang cover out of here. It's kind of stuck a little bit. And alright, so there we go. Here's the cover without the lenticular. It's kind of stuck in the case there, so it doesn't really come out. But that's cool. And going through the booklet here, you see we got the lyrics in there. A little bit of art, weird artwork there. I'm not exactly sure what this is. A close-up of, I see a guitar there and a hand and a strap. That's kind of a weird choice of some background artwork there. Picture of Paul. Again, we've got just the neck of a guitar and some more lyrics. And, interesting. I think that's what Gene uses to light his fireball with. Yeah, this is torch. And there's the man himself there. And then we've got a close-up of some drumming, close-up of a flying V guitar. We've got our interior group shot here. Tommy Thayer doesn't look anything at all like Ace, even with the makeup on his face. Paul, Eric Singer, pulls off perfectly good Peter, and Gene. Looks like Gene's hungry. And we got another bit of odd artwork background there. Somebody holding the neck. Must be Tommy because there's more strings than a bass there. And there's a shot at Tommy. You know, he came out of Black and Blue, which I loved Black and Blue. I don't think they ever got their due credit. Gene even produced one of their albums for them. They had, I know, at least 4 albums. And really loved the first 2. There's Eric Singer's Catman. Then we've got Gene's bass, that's the blade up the bottom of his bass. And a fuzzy picture of Paul in the background there. And just a plain Jane kind of backing. So going over the, going over the tracks now. We've got Hell or Hallelujah, Wall of Sound, Freak, Back to the Stone Age, Shout Mercy, Long Way Down, Eat Your Heart Out, The Devil Is Me, Out of This World, All for the Love of Rock and Roll, Take Me Down Below, and Last Chance, the last song on the last Kiss album. So Tommy Thayer sings Out of This World, and Eric Singer sings All for the Love of Rock and Roll. So you got their 2 songs back to back right here. The rest is all Gene and Paul, you know, ruling as they do. And we had a little insert here for Follow the instructions on the page and enter code to redeem your Monster Army membership kit. And if you want to try and use that code, good luck to you. I never used it, but it's been quite a few years since we're talking 2012 here. We're talking 12 years ago. So good luck with that. I'm sure that's long expired, and if it hasn't, then you're welcome to it. Now that we've wrapped up all of the KISS CDs, I wanted to go back and touch on a couple of things. When I was going over the solo albums, I wanted to point out some of the contributions made here. And Bruce Kulick, Bob Kulick, who was Bruce Kulick's brother, played lead guitar, electric guitar, and acoustic guitar on Paul's solo album. I really meant to give him credit. He's got a long history with the band. Unfortunately, I do believe he passed away recently. But he did a lot of overdubbing, a lot of background work with KISS over the years. And then on Gene's solo album, we had a lot of really good, interesting credits. And when I filmed this first run through, I only mentioned Cher, and that was because that was a big deal at the time that it came out that Cher was on there when she really wasn't. She just voice message at the beginning of one of the tracks. But we actually had Bob Seger on Radioactive and Living in Sin. Now that's an interesting credit. Good old Bob Seger. And Joe Perry from Aerosmith played on Radioactive and Tunnel of Love. And another odd credit, Helen Reddy doing background vocals on True Confessions. That's definitely a bit on the strange side. I got a bug here on my rig. Excuse me. Sorry about bugging that, but I needed to get that bug out of there before he crawled up on the camera lens. And then Donna Summer even makes an appearance on Burning Up with Fever. Janice Ein I don't really recognize, but Rick Nelson, you might know him from Cheap Trick, playing on See You in Your Dreams, the remake that Gene did of the Rock and Roll Over track. And then Cher, of course, was credited there. And then some other people here that names don't really stand out to me. I don't really recognize. But Gene had the most, it seemed like, guest appearances and things on his solo album. It was the best-selling of the four. It did do the best. Ace was second place, with Paul being third and Peter coming in fourth. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time to cover that. And then my buddy Lance, when I was over there this last Friday night hanging out with him, talking about the previous episodes I'd filmed and KISS in general, we were having a Kiss-a-thon, listened to a couple KISS albums, and he's a big KISS fan as well, as like me. And this was a Blockbuster Music thing. I don't remember if you had to buy it or if it came for free with a rental or something. But this New York Groove here, featuring Eric Carr on drums. And it says it's from the Mercury album, You Wanted the Best, You Got the Best. Well, it wasn't on the US CD release. So that does make this actually something to have if you've got a copy of this in your collection. It was on the Japanese CD and it was on the US LP vinyl printing, but it was not on the original CD. So getting that New York Groove, it is a live track recorded in Sydney, Australia in 1980. So pretty cool to have. But something that I never did get, I didn't go to Blockbuster. I wasn't a Blockbuster renter. I had a mom and pop shop down the street here from me that I love, that I rather would patronize. And then getting back to the beginning, where it all started. This is a bootleg, of course. These have never been officially released as far as I am aware, even though this is made to look kind of official. But Wicked Lester was the name of KISS in the very beginning before they changed it to KISS. And these are the KISS sessions. Now you'll see here, these are not the outfits they were wearing at that time. I'd have to cheat and go back and look at the booklets to find out just exactly what tour this was from. But it most certainly was not. I think it might have been Dynasty. but it most certainly was not in the very beginning. Now you can see it's just a gold disc here. If I pull it out, it is quality production here, quality work. It's not a recorded CD, it's actually a stamped gold disc. So that's pretty cool, huh? And we could read the titles out there, but my buddy Lance, or a friend of his, typed this up for him, and it'd be a lot easier to read off of here. So we've got these original 9 demos. I've seen a couple different versions of these early demo sessions, and I think these 9 tracks come up quite frequently on them. I have an old high-gen tape. If I dug it out somewhere, we could show some differences. But Simple Type, She, Too Many Mondays, What Happens in the Darkness, Sweet Ophelia, Keep Me Waiting, Love Her All I Can, When the Bell Rings, Molly, also known as Some Other Guy, and We Want to Shout It Out Loud, also known as She Wants To, because this is not Shout It Out Loud. Shout it out loud. No, not even close. That's a completely different song. And then we got some 1974 demos here, which I hadn't seen elsewhere previously. Deuce, Strutter, Cold Gin, Watching You, and Black Diamond. And then there's some other oddball, additional tracks there. And their note here says it's claimed to be produced by Eddie Kramer. Who knows? Maybe it was. But if it's Capricorn, it's perfect. Yeah, 1994 Capricorn Records, all rights reserved. I still am not convinced that this is an official release. I really don't believe that it is. So, and the one last thing I want to show you here is Kiss Meets the Phantom. Now, when I do a Kiss video DVD episode, we'll probably cover this again. But I just wanted to show this now because I found this while I was digging for my Cycle Circus 3D video. And this is the original tape that came out at the time. And it has all of Ace's dialogue. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but in History, when they re-released it, they cut all of Ace's dialogue out. All he says is, ack, ack, A-C-K, ack. He talks about it in his book, No Regrets. But it's kind of sad that Kiss did that to him, really is. Kind of sad. I would have rather had the original as it was, rather than them basically chopping him out of it. So if you want to hear it and see it as it was originally, you need to get a copy of this. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed our Kiss series of CDs, and have a wonderful life. Until we meet again, my friends.